Then we went to the Mercyful, Fate, King Diamond, Annihilator. Those are the 3 songs that I sat out because those are like, you know, the songs with the most changes in it. Adam played one of the songs on guitar.
Growing up, listening to Mercyful Fate and everything, and then ending up on the same label with them, being able to play that, you know, it's just an awesome song.
Way out of Egypt in the Valley of Kings, where the mummified pharaohs pretend deep in the sleep. Yeah!
Curse of the Pharaohs was my favorite song to play because I'm such a huge King Diamond and Mercyful Fate fan. And that is my favorite Mercyful Fate song.
Ripper Owens came out and howled that really big scream, which was really killer.
You know, Ripper, obviously, you know, nailing King Diamond. It was ridiculous. It was the coolest thing I'd ever heard, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like, who else are you gonna get to do King Diamond?
That I couldn't figure out why they had asked me to come do it in the first place, you know, and then I realized that they needed someone to you know, either they're going to squeeze one of their artists' balls to be able to sing that, or they're going to have me do it. A lot of sleep and water and praying on my part to be able to sing King Diamond, really.
I seem to remember a lot of the guys. Whenever Ripper was on stage, it seemed like that was like when most of the people backstage would like come out and watch from the side, because you know, he was doing the King Diamond. Amazing. I remember that being one of the high points of the night for me.
You know, I'd actually sang that song in a cover band years and years ago, locally here in Akron, and so I had a little in on that one, but. Luckily, we got to rehearse it, and I think that helped. But you know, I practiced it and prayed. I think really, you know, each time the high note would come, I would say, "Please let me be able to do it."
Ripper Owens held it 30 seconds of. What song was that? Oh, it was an Annihilator song.
You know, I can remember listening to Alison in my basement when I was a kid, just going, fuck, this is the shit, man. I love this album, you know? And I was telling Waters that at the, you know, at the backstage, and he was like, really? And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, it was amazing.
I started to see James Murphy. So I've been like kind of a guitar hero of mine, and he's kind of become a friend over the years. Really nice guy, awesome guitar player. So he did a bunch of the Mercyful Fate, King Diamond stuff.
Oh, James Murphy playing guitar. Murphy!
James sounds great, nailing it, nailing the solo.
The plague of my career. Seriously, every time I've ever been on video, live, even studios videos, like promo videos, it never fails. I play a solo and the camera's never anywhere near me. Oh, surprise, surprise.
James Murphy's a lunatic, in a good sense, man.
Well, yeah, I have kind of a long, storied history with RoadRunner, you know, going back to when I very first joined Obituary in 1991, I think. I'm not a current artist, so, you know, I'm like a legacy artist for RoadRunner. I wasn't surprised that I didn't get a lot of the more current stuff as an option to play on, but you know, by the time I got to choose, there was very little left, and I was just shocked that tracks like Curse of the Pharaoh and Abigail were available still. You know, I said I just put my hand right in there, threw my hat, you know, in the ring for those immediately. I still had hair then.
I mean, he's one of the virtuosos of the death metal, of the metal, more aggressive metal, more, you know, extreme metal. He's very, very technical and you know, a very unique style.
James is an amazing guitar player, man. You know, that dude is like, you know, I mean, I started off, you know, doing a bunch of death metal bands and stuff like that. So that dude was like always like the king of, you know, all death metal, you know what I mean? Like he was in every great death metal band, you know. So actually I've known James for a while, and getting to jam with him was really fun. He's just an amazing guitar player and really just cool guy. You know, and so is Jeff, man. Jeff's an amazing guitar player also.
Jeff Waters, James Murphy, me, and Roy, with Ripper Owens singing. I'd have to say the hardest, probably the hardest song, was the Annihilator song, Alice in Hell. I mean, because those guys just like to cram riff after riff into their songs.
You know, Jeff Waters is a phenomenal guitar player. I was pretty intimidated to do it, and so for me, that was a good enough reason.